we're going to go over how to format an Excel style file to configure it and put your data in for the preliminary import of a catalog for your custom catalog. I'm putting all the information on how to do it right here on the catalog builder screen because I know you're not going to do this every day, and the next time you go do it, you're going to go, what did I need to do? And you'll be trying to dig for the information. So I'm going to try to get all that information right here to where you can access it to go and review. We have to format the Excel file a certain way for the catalog builder to be able to understand it and bring it in and then turn it into a database format that you can then import into. Now there are certain things that you need to make sure that you always get correct. The one thing to start with I'm going to mention is that the file that you're going to edit or create has to be located in a specific place on your computer, and it has to be named a specific name. The file will be located in a directory called on the C drive. It's called Catalog Files. The file name is My Catalog XLS. Now I know up here it says XLSX, and the reason I have it to where it will import just to XLS is because some people do not have a version of Excel or something else that can use the extension XLSX. For the purpose of this demonstration, I'm using actually a free program. It's called LibreOffice. It's a substitute for Microsoft Office. So if you don't have Excel, I highly recommend this. And I'll try to put a link to it somewhere where you can download it if you don't have it. So I'm going to go ahead and use it instead of Excel. I normally have Excel on here. Also, over on the right hand side of your screen here, beside the video, you'll see an image of an Excel spreadsheet. If you click on that image, it will open up the mycatalog.xls file that's located in the C drive catalog files directory. It will actually open that up in your default program, be it Excel, OpenOffice, LibreOffice, whatever. It'll open it up in there. I know OpenOffice doesn't support XLSX, so there again, at least the last version I knew of did. Anyway, let's get to this. First critical thing is that these particular labels up here must be there, and they must be identical to this. They need to be in this order also. Now this is basically a short catalog import file. But we're going to create another one. We're going to create one actually off the Eddie Bauer catalog from Sanmar. You'll notice that it's quite a bit different layout. This is what Sanmar has, and currently right now I haven't written the catalog builder to deal with this kind of offset. I do have a utility that will do it, but to be able to set up different ones for every type out there is just more complicated than it's worth. The good thing about being able to build your own catalogs is you can build it in sections. You don't need to build the entire catalog at one shot. So you can work on it, put in information on your normally used items, and then as you need more items in there, you just create an import file for that. So what we're going to do here is what I typically like to do when I'm doing this is I'll do a sheet over to the side. That way I can just do some copy and pasting, and I'm not going to do this whole thing because that was going to take too long. But what I'll do is I'll just come over here to my catalog file, and I'm going to grab uh, this runs right across here, and I'm going to do a copy. And if this works like Excel, I should be able to insert rows above, and then I'm just going to well, I'm going to take it over here. I'm just going to paste it in here. So we've got it in here. Now we've got a layout that's just like the top over here. So now we're going to just start building some of this stuff. We have here a marker, and I'll explain that in a little while. We got style. The other thing you do is come in straight under here. You want to initially leave this next row blank. You don't want anything in there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over and grab the style, or we'll go over and grab the style number. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here, and we'll notice right here under style they have this. So I'm going to grab this because I want to catch all four, and we'll copy it. I'm going to come over here, and in the style I'm going to go ahead and just paste the style in. You'll have to excuse me a little bit because I'm not used to the LibreOffice and where everything is on it. So I'm going to have to try to jump around here. We're going to come down here, we're going to grab these, and we're just going to paste them right under there. And you're probably wondering why I'm just coming over here and grabbing it like this. I'm trying to show you that you can come in here and get this stuff, even though this is kind of messed up a little bit. We can come in here. We're going to do one more, and then we'll start grabbing info, and we'll build off that. So we're going to copy, and we're going to come in here, and we're going to paste that. So basically got four styles that I've got across here. Now we know that this first one is the Eddie Bauer, whatever, so we're going to just go ahead and copy that. Okay, and that goes under description. Now that's the FA810, so I'm going to select all that and paste. So I've got it in all four. I'm going to jump back, grab this one, go to the 800s, paste. Jump back over here, grab this one, and paste, and I think we got one more on this we're going to do. We're going to do the 200, 802, so we're going to copy that, and we're going to come over here and paste it in. Now we've got our sizes. This is where things get a little tricky. Sandmore has a habit of putting sizes and then what they call the colors designation in here. So what I typically will do first is I'll grab these, and I'm going to come over here and color, and I'm going to paste those in. Well, I'll say I'm going to paste them in. Let me just do the Control V. Alright, that's easier than trying to do that other. So then I'm going to come in here, Control C, the next four down, Control V. Control C, and these are probably all the same, so if I knew that I could just if I was sure about it, I could just do a one copy and then just paste it all the way down. Alright, so we've got this to start with, and like I said, they've got it kind of messed up here. So I'm going to grab this whole thing temporarily, and I'm going to copy this, and I can either do another page or whatever. Just for the sake of safety, I'm going to do another page, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to paste it in there, and then I'm going to also paste it in here. And what we're going to do is we're going to select this whole row here, and then we're going to come up here to edit, and we're going to do find and replace. And what we're going to do is I want to take all of the XS-XL colors, and I just want to replace that with XS-XL, and we'll replace all. And you'll notice it replaced them just here. And so now we're going to do this for 2XL, and we want to change that to 2XL. Now if you're doing a whole ton of them, you can see that, you know, this is actually going to be faster than me just going over there and typing them. Now on this short list here, you'd probably say no, it's not, but if I was doing something that was several thousand lines long, then it would naturally be a lot faster. So we're going to basically come back into here again and do the 4X. I'm going to replace all that. Now in this line here, you see we got the XSL colors. I'm just going to back that one out, but you could search that one down too and do that. For this deal, I'm just going to do colors, and I'm going to grab that and paste. Alright, so now I've got my deal here and deal there. So I come over here and I've got color there and sizes here. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. We're going to grab all of this, copy, and then we're going to click it right here on paste and paste it in. And we're going to come over here. We're going to grab all this. And we're going to come right here and paste it in. So now we've got our sizes, our colors, our descriptions. We need to get our cost. So if I come back up here to my cost, this is the cost we want. We use Control C, Control B, Control C, Control V, Control C. Now you can do this another way if you want, but this is just the way I do it. And like I said, you know, you don't have to do an entire catalog at one time if you don't want. Now, category and page, you know, we can just come in here and just say, you know, jackets, for example. We want to have a category. We can just copy that, run it all the way down here, paste, page. We typically have the page. The first one's on 4. This is just a reference. I mean, you only probably need that in there. It's not going to make any difference if you got any data in there or not on the page and stuff. This just tells you where it is in the catalog. Brand, naturally Eddie Bauer, right? So we just vendor, Sanmar, and then year 2014. Okay, so we've got our base in here. We've got this pretty well laid out for what we need. Now over here in the marker field, what we want to do is we need an offset. This is how the program tracks it. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab this right here. This is the best way to do it. Go ahead here and stagger it up and paste. Okay, so you'll notice that it's staggered. We're going to take this first one and we need to change that to the word start. This last one can be anything you want in there as long as it's not something that I use one of my cat's names. And I just stick that in there. So now I've basically built this. Now, just again, I'm going to copy all this out here because it's just going to make it easier on me in this demonstration. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to paste it. Alright, so now I've got it in here and I'm going to do a file and save as. And I'm going to go out here to catalog files. And I don't want ODS, I'm going to save it as an XLS and overwrite my catalog. And hopefully I don't have that open somewhere. I do, so I better close it. Alright, so I'm going to save it right there. And it's going to ask me if I want to replace it, and I do. And use the Windows whatever 2003 format. So once we've done that, now you'll notice that we have like 15 records in there, but we've only got like 5 styles or 4 styles. So now that we've finished that, we're going to jump over to the product catalog and we're ready to go ahead and import. Well, import the catalog. We want to go ahead and select the import update catalog of our custom one here. It's defaulted to that. We're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to tell us that 4 records, which is the 4 styles, and it was appended. So we just jump to the end. We're going to now see our Eddie Bauer. You'll notice it's only in the darks because that's one of the deals when we come over to here. When it interprets the color as colors, it interprets it in darks. And I'll go over the acceptable stuff you can put here and the acceptable sizes that you can put in here that it will understand. So we'll jump back over here. We've got our stuff, and that pretty well takes care of this segment right here.